Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, where we delve deep into the world of real estate with your host, the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Eddie Ruettiger.
And it is Wednesday morning here, and it's time for Get Real with Eddie with me, Eddie Ruettiger and Nancy Vallee of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Nancy, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
Oh, you're better than I am. A little flushed with some computers this morning.
Yes.
I'm going to go Office Space on my laptop, I swear. But we got it up. We're going, and just in the nick of time. So,
yeah, tech can be great, or it can be really frustrating.
Pain in the backside is what I would say, but that's another story. Selling your house during the winter could be the sweet spot.
Yes. I've done a lot of listings in December.
We've got a lot more activity, I think, this year. And keep in mind, I just had this discussion with an agent. And they're like, oh, no, you get the fall off from winter. You get the fall off from winter. I looked at Cook County. There was no fall off. There was a fall off from 2022 all the way down to where we're at in volume right now. The amount of business that has fallen off. But there was no, like, oh, here's November, December, there's a dip. There's January, February, there's a dip. There was no dip in closings. I looked at closed transactions. It was consistent month over month over month. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was, okay, I think for Cook County, we were averaging 110,000, and it went to 105.
Yeah, I would say there's always just a tweak.
But it's not...
It's negligible.
It's not even 5%.
And if it is a dip, that's okay, because it can work in your favor.
Especially if you're the seller or the buyer, depending on the circumstances.
That's what I'm saying. Depending on the circumstances, it could work for you, buyer or seller.
It comes down to the person you're negotiating against. How desperate are they? Are they desperate to sell? Are they desperate to buy?
Yes.
Do you have a unique product that is something that nobody else has that they're going to, go all in on? Mm-hmm. So that's the question. So, selling your house before spring, it can stand out, is the big aspect. So cooler months are sweet spots for sellers. Month supply of single homes. January dropped. January drop. This is January 2022. Your month supply was at 2.5. It dropped in July. Drops down from July 2021 to just over 1.5 in January 2022. Going into November, we were sitting in 2022, we were sitting about 3 months, just over about 3.25 months supply. Mm-hmm. Drops down in January to about 2.5 months supply. Same thing in January of 2024. Going into it about September, we were sitting about 3 months supply. We dropped, or 3.5 months supply. Supply dropped under 3 months. Maybe that's why agents think the market slows. Is because the supply, the listings drop off. The closings aren't.
Right. But the listings do drop, excuse me, because around here people are cold, they don't want to move, maybe they're working on stuff, whatever reason, the listings don't get there. But I would argue that this is a great time to list your home because, you know what, it's all decked out for the holidays, it looks beautiful, it's very inviting, it shows your home in such a beautiful way.
The other aspect is if there's fewer listings on the market, there's more eyes on your home.
Right.
All right. So Investopia explains if your house is up for sale in winter and someone is looking at it, chances are that person is serious and ready to buy.
Yeah, you don't have your summer tire kickers out. Oh, let's just go look at houses because we feel like it. Chances are, if they're out looking at houses, they're ready to buy.
Yes. Yeah. There's too much going on this time of year with kids in school and, Monday night, my kid had school, came home, then he had religious ed, and he's there, and then next thing you know, he's coming home, he's eating second dinner, and it's like, hey, buddy, it's 8:15, time for get ready. What? Oh, my, where'd the night go?
Yeah.
Well, you had,
there's family events, there's school events, there's work events, there's, all kinds of activities this time of year.
Exactly. So, so that gets into, should you sell your house as is or make the repairs? So, 39% of sellers choose to sell their house as is. So, based on a NAR report, there was 11% did major renovations. 50% did minor renovations, and 39% decided to sell as is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question is I want to know what the difference was in what they brought in.
Yeah, what are the numbers for that?
Yeah, and we don't have any number data corresponding to it. So they do have trade-offs, all right? So the pros is you save time, you save money up front, you don't have to negotiate repairs. Well, yes, you don't have to negotiate the repairs, but they could just walk away.
Yeah.
You could get your offer, but then they realize, oh, no, we're canceling the deal under home inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Cons. You may deter some buyers, absolutely. Your house may take longer to sell.
Absolutely.
Your house may not sell for as much.
Absolutely.
So you got to weigh what the circumstances and the situation is, I think.
Well, and that's the thing. Is it a matter of fixing something major, or is it some minor repairs, like a leaky faucet, or that kind of stuff where it's fairly easy to find someone and fairly easy to fix? Or are we talking about a really outdated furnace that needs to be replaced? That kind of stuff. So you got to really weigh the situation.
So here's my thought. Tell me what you think in this scenario.
All right.
Let's say the house is worth $400,000.
Mm-hmm.
But it needs $25,000 in repairs. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I'm going to get $375,000 for that house?
No.
Because I don't either.
No.
If I, as a buyer, have to come in and put in $25,000 to get it up to the $400,000 value, I want to make a profit for my time, effort, and energy, whether I'm doing the repairs myself or paying a professional to do them.
The buyer is going to take into account whether they have to, even though maybe physically they spend $25,000 on those repairs, they're going to want more money just because they have to be put out.
Well,
or, it's a hassle.
And the other aspect is okay, we know, like I said, in our scenario, we know it's $25,000 in repairs.
Mm-hmm.
But a buyer is going to estimate those repairs
Higher.
at $30,000, $35,000, $40,000.
Yes.
So that's the other aspect. It's not just that they're looking to have a return on investment for their time, effort, and energy. They're also going to overestimate those repairs.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's something you have to keep in the thing. So I could see a house that's $400,000 worth, $25,000 in repairs. You would think $375,000. I could sell it for I think it'll sell maybe 360,
I was just going to
350.
say 360 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably looking 360, maybe 350 in the low end.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You can really take the cost of what the repairs are and probably double it, and that's what we're going to think. And I know most investors I work with, they won't touch it if there's not a $30,000 profit margin. Because
you're not going to get an investor in there.
Because you know, I got to put 25 grand into it, but I also got to do capital gains. I got to pay all these other things. You're
going to get a big old low ball.
Yeah.
Is what you're going to get.
Yeah. Well, if it's a smart investor, the smart investor is going to on something like that. They should be coming in about 340, maybe 345.
Mm-hmm.
If they're a smart investor, don't get me wrong. There's some of these I'm going to get rich quick because I read this book, Investor.
Yeah.
They're coming in at, I'm going to give you 250. No, it ain't going to happen. Not in this market. Go ahead and give me 250. Good luck. I'll give you 300. Okay, that's fine. That's nice. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
So I just did a CMA for a individual. They wanted 350 for their house, and I'm like, I got 285 to 315. I just ran quick numbers without seeing the property. And they were like, ghost, no answer. So I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a great unit. We'll see what happens. But you just can't randomly pick out numbers out of the sky just because that's the numbers you want. It's got to comp out because someone's going to get a loan somewhere at some point. Even at the end investor, or it's an investor paying all cash, they're going to probably sell it to the market. When they sell it to the market, that market's going to have a loan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to think. The good news is 56% of buyers surveyed would buy a home that needs work. That's because affordability is still a challenge. And that is what's working in their favor on the as-is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is that right now people are looking for, affordable property. I just had a client write an offer on a house that fixed up and repaired, it'd probably be worth $450, maybe even pushing $500.
Depending on finishes.
It'd be
yeah.
$450 to $500 depending on how they finish, and I think they're going to go higher end finishes. But with that being said, the house was listed way low, and we'll see where they end up at. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I don't even know if they'll get the property. We're still waiting on an answer this morning.
I was just going to say, have you heard back?
No, we wrote it on Sunday night. We were supposed to hear back yesterday, and I still don't have an answer yet. I think there was multiple offers, so that always slows the process down. We'll see what happens and where we're at. So, but no, I think it comes down to two factors when it comes to doing these as is. All right, how much money do you need? Are you looking to get top dollar or not? And how fast do you want it sold?
Yes.
Those are the two factors that are kind of infiltrating this aspect. So.
And different people have different priorities and needs. So it's not always top dollar.
No, it's not always top dollar. Sometimes it's, I just want it sold fast.
Mm-hmm.
I need to move for business, for work. I need to sell the house because...
Yeah, mom went into the nursing home. Now we need to get rid of the house to
yes.
pay for, costs and things.
Yeah, so...
Something, anything like that.
But it isn't worth it in the long run, let's be honest. Owning a home is worth it in the long run. There's no doubt about that. So,
yeah.
Even with today's mortgage rates and home prices, it may have you second-guessing whether it's still a good idea to buy a home right now. While market factors are definitely important, there's also a bigger picture to consider, the long-term benefits of home ownership. So, if you know people who bought a home 5, 10, or even 30 years ago, they're probably having a hard time finding someone who regrets their decision. And that is true. So the home price growth over time, looking at 5 years, the last 5 years, and this is broken down nationally and regionally. So This is the percentage change in home prices in the last 5 years based on the Q3 of this year. Nationally, we are up 57.4%. Pacific Coast, which is California, Oregon, Washington, 47.9. Your mountain area, which is all the way from Canada down to Mexico, basically mountain Arizona, Nevada area, 60.3%. Not the largest gain. West South Central, which is Texas, Oklahoma, and down in there, 48.3%. East South Central, which is Kentucky and going down to the Gulf, is 61.6%. South Atlantic, which is like Washington, D.C., it doesn't include Pennsylvania. It's kind of like Virginia, West Virginia, and straight south all the way through Florida.
Carolinas.
Yeah. 66.7%. Mid-Atlantic is, by the way, South Atlantic was the largest price change. 59.2% on Mid-Atlantic, which is Pennsylvania and it looks like part of West Virginia there. I'm not sure. No, that's Jersey.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, New York.
Pennsylvania.
And Jersey.
Jersey.
That's why it's Mid-Atlantic, okay. And then the New England area, which is everything above New York, basically, 65.6%. East, North, Central.
I was a little surprised by that they were that high.
That England?
New England.
They've got some high-end property.
New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts.
Yeah, there is some high-end property, and they do not have a lot of development going on.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I understand what you're saying. East, North, Central, which is, of course, your Midwest, let's be honest. I don't know why they call it East, North, Central.
Well, because east of the Mississippi.
This is true.
Midwest, east of the Mississippi.
All right, so East, North, Central, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin, as always, lumped together, 58.2% increase in prices. So, I mean, we've seen the values going up in the last 5 years, and we're still looking, I think, at 20% increase in the next 5 years.
Yeah, and that's a good chunk of dough.
And it goes, if you go even farther back, I'm not going to read them all off for this, but if you go back to 1991, nope, I can't enlarge that one. Hold on a second.
Yeah, make it Nancy size. Okay.
The East, North, Central area, since 91, the national average is up 321.6%. Our area is up 251.4%. So if I would have bought a house my freshman year of high school, I would have been, sitting really nice right now.
Yeah.
I knew I should have bought a house.
All right.
So it's definitely worth owning the home when you're talking your
For the
return on
long
investments.
haul.
Yeah, it's a long-term investment. There's no short, runs on these aspects. And I would even say, that flipping has been great in the last 5 years because you've seen such huge price increases. I don't think you're going to see that big of price increases. It's going to be a lot harder of a market to be flipping in.
Mm-hmm. Well, inventory, right off the bat, inventory is tough to find, especially something that's you got to make money on it. To flip it, you have to make money on it. So, it's hard to find those properties.
Yeah, that's true. It's really hard to find. And with the fact that foreclosures are down and they're still not really back, it really does put a limit on inventory.
Mm-hmm.
for the flippers in the last couple of years. So it makes it a struggle. There's no doubt about it. So, pick a town. What town do we want to do?
Oh, let's see. Didn't we do the Brook last week? Let's do. What haven't we done in a while?
I don't think we've done Plainfield in a while.
All right, let's check out Peeville.
All right, so median sales price on Plainfield. For November, 399,999. No, 990. Sorry, 399,990 is the median sales price in November, up 5.5% from last year. The average sales price is up 6.2% to $431,963. Your market time is on the average 35 days. Market time is down 2.8% from last year. The median market time, however, is up 36.4% to 15 days. So percent of last list priced received, you're getting 100% on the median. On the average, they're getting 99.9%. That is down 0.8. So may have a slim chance of doing some negotiation in the Plainfield market. The average of the original list price is 99.1, so, and the median is 100% still. So again, a chance that you may see some negotiations. Average contract days to close is 50 days to closing, down 13.8%. So banks are starting to move a little bit faster. And the median contract to close is 37 days. We're seeing a decrease by 1 day, and that's a decrease of 2.6%. Listings to contract. So average number of listing to contract days. So you're taking 20 days to get it under contract. That is down 9.1. So that is a sign we may be seeing some more activity in the market. But the median on listings to contract is up 1 day to 8 from 7. So 8 days, that is a 14.3% increase. And your month's supply has gone up 1.6 months. That is a 14.3% increase. So we are seeing supply increase in Plainfield. That is a 0.2% increase from the 1.4 of last year. So, everything seems to be in line of what we're seeing.
Yeah.
Here is the question. Homes for sale. All right. 182 houses. That is an increase of 9% at the end of November. New listings was up 3%, so not a dramatic number, but we're up 3% from last year to 2,051. Under contract is down 5% to 1,354, and your closed sales is down to 1,348. That's down 6.5%.
Take out new construction for a minute with those numbers.
Oh, yeah, I got new construction in there. Resale only. And what do you want to look at, the closed?
Yeah, new listings and closed.
New listings is still up they're up 6.3%. Okay. Here's what I want to look at. Let's take, go to the line. And so we are talking about that market drop-off. All right, so we were at new listings 2,200 in September 2021, and has come down consistently. There was no spike down. It came down consistently. And we are actually going up in new listings since March.
We bottomed out in March. Yeah.
So there are more houses on the market in Plainfield right now than there were in March of this year.
Yeah.
So
quite a few. What was it? 14 was something.
Closings. Our closings in Plainfield bottomed out in September. October there were more closings, and November there were more closings. Mm-hmm. So that argument that we get slower this time of year does not exist. So
not in the current, not since 2020.
No.
Not since 2020.
Even before that. All right, we are way past break, so let's hit a quick break. When we get back, we will talk about the mortgage rates and are they coming down. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, these mortgage rates are interesting.
Yes.
So, did you sit in on the Buffini meeting with Lawrence Yun?
No,
on
I
Monday?
did not.
Okay.
I did not.
I
was
did,
tied up.
I got a chance to watch part of it. I didn't watch all of it. But some of the data that was coming out of Buffini was pretty amazing.
Really?
Basically, looking back at 2024, first-time home buyers, all-time low.
Not surprised by that.
Normally about 37%, it was about 24% of the market.
Wow.
Cash was king.
Absolutely.
It was like, I can't remember the actual number, but the number of buyers and the number of sellers with no one under the age of 18 in the home was at an all-time high. Both buyers and sellers. And cash transactions are still dominating the market.
That makes sense to me.
It really does. And they got into talking about the rates, and he was predicting, and I kind of agree, he thinks you're going to see rates bouncing between 5.8 this year and the low end to about 6.3. And that's where he thinks that rates are going to be, that's the area that they're going to be in. If you get under 6, lock it up, you're doing great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You get something under 6, go.
Yeah.
Take it.
So the mortgage rate projections. We have Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, and Wells Fargo. Q4, right now, where we're at. They're predicting 6.6 from Fannie Mae, 6.6 from Mortgage Bankers Association, and Wells Fargo's at 6.8, averaging out to 6.67. And I saw rates yesterday that were lower than this.
Yeah. I was going to say, this seems a little high.
But keep in mind, it's got we did have a high month in October and November.
That's true.
So this is the average
for the quarter.
So going into quarter one, Fannie Mae is at 6.5, Mortgage Bankers Association 6.6, Wells Fargo 6.65. Average is 6.58. I think that's high.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's like 6.25.
I think
6.
I
think
think
average.
I think we're going to be between 6.25 to 6.5 for the Q1.
Yeah, for average. Yes.
Q2, Fannie Mae's at 6.4, Mortgage Bankers MBA is 6.5, Wells Fargo 6.45.
Again, I think it's just a
high. They're getting down.
Like a quarter point high.
But I think you're going to be about 6.25 to 6.5. So they're just on the higher end in that Q2.
Mm-hmm.
Q3, all right, they're at 6.3 for Fannie Mae, MBA 6.4, Wells Fargo 6.25. Again, I still think they're high.
Yep.
6.32.
By a quarter point.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I see a lot of things by Q3 moving and grooving by then, in policies in place, things going on where I think you're going to be at a lower rate.
Yeah, closer to 6.
I think you're going to be a little closer to 6 to 6.25.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Right,
maybe dip into like 5.8, 5.9. You know, that maybe you might catch it.
Yeah.
Below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Q4, they're at Fannie Mae 6.3, 6.4, and from MBA and Wells Fargo 6.3, so 6.33. And again, I still think you're going to be 6.25 to 6.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter. I think maybe even dipping under 6 because, again, there's that illusion that business falls off, but you're not going to see that permeating throughout the industry. So I think they're going to do things to try to attract. In that Q4, you always see rates kind of go down a little in Q4. I think I'd love to see a rate chart on the quarters, going back historically.
Yeah.
Looking to see if there's dips on the rate. That would be interesting. But these are the mortgage projections coming out for next year from these bodies at this time. Now, here's the beautiful thing I love about these. We're going to get a whole new set of projections and adjustments come Q1.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be back out. Here's where we're at. Here's what's going on. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, I fully admit that I have been so wrong.
Do you have our projections from last year?
I think I do. But we went so sideways a couple years.
I was close on a couple years. Everybody looked at me, thought I was crazy when I said the rates were going to go up, and I was right.
A few years, but it went far,
way over the
way
nine.
Over,
yeah,
way over.
Way
okay,
more.
we screwed the.
That Terry was still on the show with us back then.
Yeah.
So
we were all shocked and amazed.
So Lawrence Yuen, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, says while mortgage rates remain elevated, they are expected to stabilize. So that seems going to be, why do I think that's going to be the word for 2025? Stabilize. I'm going to make that call now. Stabilize is going to be the word for 2025.
There you go.
And by 2026, we're going to be all done with the word stabilize. It's like that. Remember, everybody was going, well, let me circle back to you. I'll circle back. And how that went away really fast.
Yeah, that got old fast.
That got old fast.
Yeah, stabilize.
I just
normalize.
Or normalize. Yes, stabilize or normalize. So that will be.
Which isn't such a bad thing, but
No.
it's going to get overused.
Yes. Yeah.
I see it coming.
So it's important to note that the timing and pace of what happens in the mortgage rates is one of the most challenging forecasts to make in the housing market. That's because these forecasts hinge on a key factors that all need to line up. So don't be fooled because while rates are expected to come down slightly, they're going to be a moving target. All right, so here are some of the things that will influence these rates and where they're going. Inflation is 1. Unemployment is 2. And government policy is 3. So just keep in mind, these are the factors that are going to determine where these rates are. And I have to be honest, they seem to be playing nice, but where you've got your president-elect coming in and the Fed chairman, I don't think they see eye to eye on everything. So there may be some butting heads, which could cause some different rates to hold up. I mean, let's be honest, there's going to be some butting heads there. So, all right. We have 2340 Caton Ridge Road in Plainfield up on the market. We did list for $435,000. This is a 4-bedroom home with additional 5th bedroom in the basement. And this property is just amazing. You have ceramic tile in the kitchen with Corian countertops and a gorgeous backsplash. It opens up to the family room with a fireplace. The house, when you walk right into it, is the living room, dining room combination. Tile coming all the way from the front door into the kitchen, which I love because now you're not tracking all that dirt and mud when you're bringing in groceries or something, either through the front door, and then there's a hallway down right as you come in to the garage. And it is a 3-car tandem garage. All right, so 5 bedrooms, 3-car tandem, 3 bathrooms, 1 half bathroom. So it's 3 full and 1 half.
Nice.
We're not done.
But wait, there's more.
There's a den right off the living room up front, a little office area. All right, you got your 4 bedrooms upstairs with your loft upstairs.
4 bedrooms and a loft?
4 bedrooms and a loft.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Master bedroom is a great size. All right. So the size of the master is 18 by 17 with a full bath. All right. Separate shower and tub. Jet tub. Separate shower. Dual sinks.
Nice.
Laundry's on the 2nd floor.
Always a plus.
And there is basically an ensuite in the basement. 2nd kitchen, stove, microwave, sink. All right, room for a bed, and a full bathroom with a single shower stall. That's your 3rd bath.
Nice.
And again, a 3-car tandem garage. So if those are wondering, what's tandem? Looks like a 2-car on the when you're looking at it, but one bay is 2 cars deep, so you could park 1 car in front of the other.
Gotcha.
Not a 3-car door, 3-car tandem. So, all of this with a shed in the backyard, stamped patio, concrete, 2,764 square feet.
Yeah, it's a nice size.
For $435,000. I think get a good,
nice size.
Nice price, nice everything. So, we're going to talk about investors buying up homes once again because it still seems to be something that's out there that's not really happening. But we're going to talk about it after the break. Keep it here at Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
All right, so the idea that these investors are buying up everything is just amazing me. I don't know why it's still out there, or why people think that this is going on.
Yeah.
All right. But investors only purchased 16.8% of homes sold in Q2.
Yeah, it's not that many.
That's down from the high of 20.8% just a few years ago. So they're only buying 1 in every 6 houses. How many of those are they selling, too, at the same time?
Well,
because a lot of times
that's the question. Are they buying it to flip, or are they buying it as a rental?
That's a great question. We don't know. So most investors are small, defined as owning less than 10 properties at the time of purchase, or medium, owning 10 to 100. Yes, those are small property investors, according to CoreLogic. So I think they're looking at it buy and holds to rent out. I don't think they're taking in buying and flips in this number, but I really don't know.
That's what I mean. There's nowhere, that's how I was looking when you were flipping through it, if there was any.
No. There's no data, there's no information on what they're doing or how they're doing it. But the fact is we do need rentals in the market. Our rental...
Yes. Absolutely.
You guys everybody's upset about rental prices. You want rental prices down, you need more landlords. Stop putting rules and regulations against good landlords.
Allow it to be built.
That too.
Allow it to be built. There are a lot of communities that are very shy about wanting rentals in their community. And they're a necessary step, a necessary part of a whole and healthy community.
Only 64% of the population owns their own home. That is about 36% that needs to have a rental. And only 16.8% of the home's purchases, 1 out of 6, was bought last year. Or was bought in Q2, I'm sorry, not last year. We're assuming all of that's going to rental. Now, I don't think that does. I assume some of these are flips.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's no way to tell. They don't tell us, but they're being invested in, so some of them could very possibly be flips.
But the other aspect that is not being looked at is, okay, I'm buying this house here for a rental property. Am I selling this house over here? Because a lot of times that's what's happening. It's not I'm buying and going up in unit number. I'm moving my money around and moving around to a different area or different scenarios or whatever the case may be.
You might be selling a home and buying a fourplex.
Yeah, that could be absolutely part of it.
You know.
And that's the thing. Are 2 and 4 units part of the 1 out of every 6, or is this straight up single family? I think this is straight up.
I would say probably straight up single family.
I think so too.
Because they do all homes.
Yeah. Share of homes purchased by investors. So I would think this is everything in the single family category, which would be homes, condos, and duplexes and townhouses. So I don't think it's a 2 unit or 2 or a 6 or an 8 or anything along those lines. But it's a good question to have on the data. Trying to think where. Hold on a second. Where I'm just looking to see where the data came from, and it doesn't say. I think it was a NAR study. So, it looks like Redfin and CoreLogic was the sources. So of the material. So, but a major amount of the homes that are out for sale right now are not being bought up by BlackRock. I'm just going to say the dirty word.
Yeah.
It's not BlackRock buying them out. I know they went in Texas and bought up a whole neighborhood. I get it. And everybody thought that was unfair and whatever. But, no one's forcing you to rent from them. It's just, I get it. You make a choice. And I know sometimes the choice is difficult because of the lack of supply. But to get more supply, we need more. We need more landlords.
I think that's the crux of the problem. Was people were upset not because they did it, but the lack of supply. But you know what? We need rentals too. Again, we need all types of
housing. Yeah.
So is it a bad thing that they went in and did that? We need rentals. Did they take a whole bunch of houses off the market? Yeah. So, I mean...
there's some things that they've done that I think are making housing supply a little easier. You've seen some municipalities get away from mandating copper piping, and they're allowing plastic piping to be utilized now.
That kind of thing.
I'm not a fan of that. I prefer copper. But that's just... It is what it is.
Yeah.
I also have seen some regulations cutting back on lot sizes. But some of the other aspects that are still out there is you still have some communities that require all brick around the house. Mm-hmm. I mean, brick on 4 sides, not just the front.
Yeah. Well, those are the higher end communities.
But
a lot of them.
You need the inventory. You need a diverse inventory within your community. So, I mean, why not go in and say, okay, you're going to build, we need 50% of the community to be brick and 25% to be partial brick, and then 25% could be other. And I say other because, believe it or not, there are other options other than vinyl siding.
Yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of...
And some of those options are inexpensive and address the affordability factor. I mean, there are ways to do this. The other aspect I've noticed a lot lately is communities are mandating iron fencing. Mm-hmm. That they'll allow fencing, but it only can be the wrought iron fencing.
Right.
That I think is going to backfire. And the reason I say that is I have a client right now. They have a aggressive dog. The only people that are allowed in that house is the family. The dog is marvelous, wonderful with their kids, but if somebody else comes into the yard, that dog is probably going to take off their head.
Yeah.
It's that dog's property. It's doing its job. I'm not going to blame... The dog wasn't trained to do this. It's just, it became very territorial over the family. So I think the iron, or not allowing solid fencing, either of wood or plastic or whatever, is going to backfire on a community at some point. It's going to be a problem. So, I don't know. So, all right, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. One more show for the year.
One more show for the year.
Next Wednesday is our last show for the year, and we will be back in 2025.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, in the year 2525. Yeah.
Seriously.
That's crazy.
Just keep thinking Marty McFly went to 2015 to go Back to the Future, and we're already, 10 years past that?
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. All right, check us out online, getrealwitheddie.com. Again, getrealwitheddie.com. Talking about your largest investment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your home, all on getrealwitheddie.com.
Thanks for listening. Eddie Ruettiger is the designated managing broker and owner of Exit Real Estate Specialists, located at 2750 Caton Farm Road, Joliet. License number 481014247. For questions, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.